our next guest, I interviewed Adriana, right? Okay, via Zoom probably 6 months ago. Never met her in person, but she's live in studio with us today. So welcome.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right. The Bitchy Hippie. Tell us what that is.
What is the Bitchy?
Yeah. Yeah. How'd you come up with this name?
Let's
start there.
So, like, I really like doing, like, natural things, DIY things, trying to, like, watch what I'm putting in my body. So I like to think, like, oh, I'm kind of like a hippie, but I can get really bitchy really quick. And so I was like, yeah, I'm kind of like a bitchy hippie. And just
there you
kind
go.
Yeah.
And it works. It works. So you offer a lot of different products.
I do.
So let's list everything for us, or what you can remember.
A lot of people like to buy my CBD muscle rub. I make a CBD face elixir that a lot of ladies really enjoy. Oh geez, masks, like face masks, skincare things. There's a lot of things to list.
Talk about why CBD is so helpful.
So CBD actually has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties. And so the way that I utilize it is I use raw hemp flower versus using like isolates or concentrates, things like that. I actually take the hemp and I wash it down and then I infuse it into whatever it is that I'm making. And with that, so there's the CBD, so no inflammation part. But then it does have some antimicrobial properties to it too, which is also great for skincare. But then, raw hemp flower has phytonutrients, chlorophyll, all these things that are just great for our skin. So,
what do some of your clients say? And I know you work with a lot of women clients, right? That buy the CBD stuff.
I do, but I do have some dudes in there.
Mm-hmm.
They like it. They come back. So I must be doing something right.
Yeah, exactly. Is CBD a little bit newer for you? That as far as you making the products?
So it started out so I'm a cannabis patient myself.
Okay.
And I started making my own medicine because I was having a really hard time finding certain strains or certain ratios that I was looking for. So through that, I had been doing that for a couple of years already before I started making my own deodorant, and then it just kind of grew to there.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
The deodorant. Let's talk about that. That's kind of cool.
So I was really sick for a long time, and when I found that cannabis helped me out a lot using both THC and CBD, I started to think about the other things I was putting in my body. And I don't sweat cute for a girl. I stink at all times. And so I was using men's deodorant, wasn't helping, and then it's just not good for you. There's a lot of bad stuff in there. And so I tried making my own deodorant after reading stuff about probiotic deodorant. Okay. So basically the healthy bacteria eats up the odor-causing bacteria, and that's kind of how that worked. So I tried it, and it worked.
Wow.
So I've been using my own deodorant for like 6 years or something.
And now you don't smell?
No, yeah, I don't stink. It is so weird.
That's awesome. That's very, very cool.
I know, it's weird.
No, I like it. I like it. So as far as you sell your products online, right? The bitchyhippie559.com. And are you ever out and about at like vendor events or?
I am rarely at vendor events.
Okay.
So my kids are super busy with all their like softball stuff and things like that. And so for me, it's always family comes first. So I always want to be there for them because, in a few years, like they're going off to college. Yeah. So I'm trying to savor this time that I have with them now. So I try to do events every now and again if I can, but it's not normal for me.
Now, also, aren't you you're a registered nurse too, right? So I would imagine that that experience helps with the Bitchy Hippie.
It does, because I'm able to research things, look at medical journals. So as I went from making skincare things, I then evolved to doing patient consultations in a sense of teaching people how to use cannabis the right way. There's a few different mindsets. There's, oh, well, cannabis fixes everything. That's not true. There's the idea that, well, it's from the earth, it's harmless. Also not true. There's drug interactions, and, if somebody has a crappy liver, probably not a good move for them.
Right.
Then you start looking into the routes of administration, things like that. So I kind of look into all of those things. The other side of cannabis use is you're a lazy stoner. Totally not true.
Right.
I like to think of myself as pretty productive.
Yeah, yeah. Well, again, it's that stereotype.
Right. So my goal is to hopefully try to change some of that and educate people on how to use it the right way. Because there's some people that will use it and they're like, well, it didn't help me or it didn't work. Well, because you're probably using the wrong thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
Good reminders. You post a lot on Instagram.
I do.
So, and we're looking at that next to you right there. I don't know if you can see that, but and you do like tutorials too, don't you?
If I have time, I try to do a little something here and there. Yeah.
Okay, very good. And all the products are available, though, at bitchyhippie559.com. Again, we said that. We've got about a minute left. Anything else I missed? Anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Do you have any edibles? Do you do edibles?
So I don't necessarily sell edibles or things like that, but I do sell a service. So you could pay me to infuse flower that you buy.
Okay.
So that I'm not necessarily selling it, but I'm providing a service.
Right, right. Okay, very good.
So yeah.
And for women out there, specifically that are like scared of CBD, scared of trying it, tell us why they should give it a chance.
I think the biggest thing, people get nervous about, they don't want to be high. So CBD doesn't work on those receptors sites.
Again, and that's a real, something that it's a misconception.
It is. It's also federally legal.
Yeah.
So
right.
there's that.
Right. So just give it a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's great. I think it's, a good overall thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does not get you high.
And it doesn't get you high.
Yeah. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
good to meet you in person.
Me.
And come back anytime.
All right.
All right. Very good. Bitchy Hippie, everybody, a.k.a. Adriana. Thanks for joining us on Central Valley Talk. I'm Austin Reed. We're going to take a quick break. We'll have another guest coming up in just a bit. Hang tight.